Hi, everybody. I wanted to tell you a Lester story that's kind of fun. It's when Lester was spoken about on the Merv Griffin show, and the hair standing up. It's all good. So he was going to see Merv Griffin, and one of the students was a princess. And so she and her daughter ended up being on the Merv Griffin show talking about Lester. But Lester and Virginia, who was director of training at the time, went and actually had dinner with Merv Griffin after the show. And so Lester had gone and gotten a new jacket and sport coat jacket and some new slacks. And so he came into the office and he had these new clothes on, and I like, "Oh, Lester, you look so good." He said, "Do you like it?" And it was like a little kid when they're all dressed up for the first day of school and they're like, "Do I look okay?" And he was just, it was so sweet to see him really enjoying it, but also in that innocence about it. It was very sweet. So Princess Elizabeth of Yugoslavia and her daughter Catherine Oxenberg were interviewed, and this must have been in the 80s. And they were interviewed and they talked about releasing. And so afterward, and it was quite exciting for all of us who were working at Sedona Institute because, we were going to hit the big time. Releasing was going to be around the world, and surprisingly, it didn't really make that big a difference. We did have a few people call, and we had some interest, but it didn't make as much difference as we thought it would. But Lester went to dinner with Merv Griffin, and he told me some little stories. He said they had a wonderful dinner, and that they had a plate of desserts after dinner. They got a big plate of every dessert, and of course, most of them were pretty full. But he said Merv Griffin loved desserts, and he ate some of every dessert. So that was fun to hear. And he said also that Johnny Carson's brother worked for Merv Griffin. And he said Merv Griffin was a really nice guy. He liked him a lot. So that's the story about Lester hitting the big time. Virginia had gotten all dressed up too, of course, so she looked great. And so maybe we'll have another story later. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about Lester and Merv Griffin. Lester and a Princess and Merv Griffin. Have a great evening, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.